We have learned a lot about what makes my heart not clean, and we need to continue to learn. And if you ask me a question, what else I can do to make sure my heart is cleansed and stay clean? Now remember, because sometimes we clean it, like now in Ramadan, alhamdulillah, we can clean it, but unless we continue to clean, it's going to get dirty again. It's just like exercising and diet. If you want to lose weight, you need to continue to exercise, or you want to build muscles, you need to continue to exercise. So one of the ones that needs to be done consistently, not only in Ramadan, alhamdulillah, many people do it in Ramadan, and people, walillah alhamd, all the masajids, the mosques, all full, walillah alhamd. But unfortunately, after Ramadan, you don't see that often. And that's something called Qiyamul Layl, night salah. And night salah actually for Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam was an obligation. Ya ayyuhal muzammil, qum al-layla illa qalila. The Muzammil is the one, this is one of the description of Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam when he was actually covered by Sayyidah Aisha, Sayyidah Khadija, when he said, Zammiluni, Zammiluni, meaning I'm feeling cold, cover me, cover me. Allah said, Ya ayyuhal muzammil, qum al-layla illa qalila, stand up in the night except a little bit of it. That's the obligation for Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. But for us, walillah alhamd, is not an obligation, because you can imagine if it was an obligation, how many of us will be able to do it. However, it's an amazing virtue. A virtue, and one of the defining character of a believer is Qiyamul Layl. And Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam said, Qiyamul Layl sharaful mu'min. The honor of the believer is the night salah. And Allah praised those who do or perform night salah when He was talking about the Ibadur Rahman, His servants, His real, special, elite servants. One of their criteria, وَالَّذِينَ يَبِيتُونَ لِرَبِّهِمْ سُجَّدًا وَقِيَامًا. They spend the night in a state of prostration and in a state of ruku'. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, تَتَجَافَى جُنُوبُهُمْ عَنِ الْمَضَاجِعِ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. Their backs reject the beds. And I want you all to remember this verse. Ask Allah, or when you wake up at 2 or 3 or 4 a.m., let's say 30 minutes even before Fajr, and you're so tired, remember this verse, what Allah said, that their backs reject the bed, and ask Allah to help you to reject the bed so you can stand up with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The best salah after the obligatory salah is actually Qiyamul Layl, night salah. أفضل الصلاة بعد المكتوبة قيام الليل. This is in both in Bukhari and in Muslim. And Sayyidah Aisha described the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. She said, between Isha and Fajr, daily, he used to do, and there's a different opinion about how many, but minimum 11 rukat. 11. And whether he did it in the beginning of the night or the end of the night or all the night, and we all also know about that he used to stand up in the night in salah till his foot, subhanallah, cracked and another, like almost bleeding. When she asked him, why you are doing this, Ya Rasulullah? All your sins were forgiven. And he said, أَفَلَا أَكُونُ عَبْدًا شَكُورًا. Shouldn't I be a grateful servant to Allah? Meaning, standing up in the night, you are giving up something we all like. Night, especially in the night, we're tired throughout the day, we are doing this and that. And in the night, we are actually standing up for salah. That means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is more important to me than my bed and my comfort. And it is one of the things shaitan works diligently to make us not to do it. And this is the hadith of Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. يَعْقُدُ الشَّيْطَانَ عَلَى قَافِيَةِ أَحَدِكُمْ. Shaitan usually on the neck of any one of us when we go to bed, 3 knots. Subhanallah, 3 knots. And every one of them will make you sleep longer. Right? If I woke up, you woke up, and I remembered Allah. For example, alhamdulillah, I am up, 1 knot is out. If I went out of bed, got out of my bed, went and did my wudu, the 2nd one has been untied. And if I stood up and prayed, the 3rd one. and the human being. And I really, I want you all to try it. When you start your day before Fajr, even for 2 rakat, and see how you will be active. The day is full of blessings, you feel good. The opposite, because that's also in the hadith, the continuation of the hadith, he will wake up. فأصبح نشيطا طيب النفس. He's going to wake up with full of energy, feeling good. وإن أصبح, and if the opposite, he's going to wake up not feeling good and very lazy. And this is actually in Al-Bukhari and Al-Muslim. Hassan al-Basri was asked, I'm sure all of you have seen this. Don't you see some people and you look at them and says, there's nur coming out of his or her face? I assure you, those people do Qiyamul Layl. Al-Hassan al-Basri was asked, what's so special about those who pray in the night? Because their faces is the best one. There is excellence coming out of their face. And he said, قال لأنهم خلوا بالرحمن. They were alone with the most merciful. فألبسهم نورا من نوره. Because they were alone with Allah, He clothed them with a light from His light. Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. And He gives them part of His light. Very frequently I get this question, and probably some of you also may be asking, it's just too hard for me to get up. I just can't. I try my best. And listen to this statement. إن الرجل ليذنب الذنب فيحرم به قيام الليل. A human being, a she or a he, they disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One single sin, the result of it is there is no qiyamul layl. Allah will not make me wake up. Subhanallah. And a man was asked, actually, a man asked a righteous man, he said, I cannot get up for the qiyamul layl. Give me a recipe. Tell me what I need to do. And he said, Allah, لا تعصه بالنهار وهو يقيمك بين يديه بالليل. Don't disobey him during the day, and he will make you stand up in his hands in the night. Because Allah will make me sleep, or allow me to sleep, and Allah will make me get up. Sufyan al-Thawri, a famous follower, he said, حرمت قيام الليل خمسة أشهر بذنب أصبته. I was deprived of the night salah 5 months because of one sin. We all have to know this, that sins has sequences. And one of the sequences of sins is the removal of a good deed from us. So anytime you find yourself, you have been doing something good, and then you are not doing it anymore, first question to yourself is, what did I do? And this is another beautiful statement. They said, the people of Qiyamul Layl, the people of the night, right? They are enjoying their night way more than the people who are spending their night in the dunya joy. Whether they are with people, whether they are on their phone, watching something, talking, doing, but the joy that comes from Qiyamul Layl. And no one will understand this unless you really do it. And especially these days, when we are in the winter, and the winter is very long night. The winter is the spring of the believer, because the night is very long, so you easily can get your 6 hours of sleep. Even your 8 hours you can get it. If you sleep immediately after Isha, easily you can get your 8. And then you wake up and you're full of energy, and just stand up and talk to Him and ask Him. And the best time to ask Allah, and He will give you what you want, and including forgiveness, is actually just before Fajr, because the Hadith al-Qudsi, Allah comes down in the way befit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the last third of the night, and He will ask, there is no one asking for forgiveness, so I can forgive him. Nobody needs anything, so I can give them. And one of the righteous people said, there is nothing left from the joy of this dunya except the night salah, meeting and knowing righteous brothers and sisters, and Salatul Jama'ah. I highly ask everyone in this blessed month, alhamdulillah, we all do, we do it either at home or in the masjid, we do Taraweeh. When you go home, before Fajr, before you go to bed, just add 2 or 4, whatever you can do. And very common question is, should I do it after Isha or I do it before Fajr? Better if you can do it before, the morning salah. But if you cannot and you're worried you will not wake up, just do it before you go to bed. And you can do 1 ruk'ah, or you can do 2, 3, or you can do 5. But at least make sure that there is 1 extra salah that you do every night for Allah, and see what it will happen to you after that. May Allah make it easy for all of us, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us do it regularly, and not only 1 or 3 or 5, 11 as he did alayhi salatu wassalam.
ولا تخزني يوم يبعثون يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم.